See if this works here, guys. There we go. We're live. I don't know why I might have to update it every time. Anyways, guys, good to have you on. Good to have you in. I actually did have to update. I was watching a quick video, but I had to update my my YouTube as well. Technically, that's 15, so we're gonna go 15. Today's the 8th. What's going on, Gray? Change documents. Today's 14.5 or 9. Where's that? Boom, right there. Okay, I think we got everything there. Okay, save that. What's going on, Teresa? I got 13 live already. Alright, guys, let me also go announce this that I'm live. Everyone, I'm live for today's trading day. See if I can copy and paste this quick here. I want that copy. Come on, copy. There we go, copy. Alright, guys. We're live. Let me post on social media quick and we'll be ready to go here. Hope you guys had a great trading day out there. Up and down day for me again. Just trying to hang in there. It's a little bit more of a choppier market, so it's not as easy. But, you know, you just got to keep grinding, keep working hard. CI game age. And we can do WWR. What's going on, SPI? What's going on, Eros? Alright, guys. Posted that on social media. Now we're going to go here. Go live as well. Alright, guys. We'll give everybody about a minute to kind of come on in here. Good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in. Definitely a, you know, there's still action today. A lot of action, a lot of volume, certain stocks. My conviction isn't quite as high, so I'm trying to take quicker moves. But, yeah, overall, solid trading day. Green is good. Red is bad, obviously. Tom Markham, what's going on? Nazir, what's going on? Jose, what's going on? Amit. Matthew, Ruckus, Trevor, Diego, what's going on, guys? What's going on, KP? What's going on, Rojo? What's going on, Escondo? What's going on, Mask? Good to have you guys on. First person in, Jackery, what's up? What's going on, Chandler? Pull up my charts here. Okay, put that up. What's going on, WW? We'll give it about 20 more seconds for people to trickle on in, and then we're going to go ahead and get started today. To start, what's going on? Here, come on, Meech. Come here, Meechy. Meech. Here, come on. Meechy. Meech. Meech. Come up here. I know you want up, you're just not going to jump up, so there we go. Alright. So today, guys, you know, green trading day, GME, Nice. Thing's been on a tear. I've been watching that one for a longer term hold. I definitely, obviously, how hindsight 2020. Wish I would have gotten in. Microsoft had to deal with them today, and so that was big news for them. Kind of watch them innovate, and as a gaming company, there's a lot of potential with them. But I don't have a position. I'll probably look to trade it. I won't look to long it anymore. PCG, those paying off nicely. All right, so let's go ahead and go over today's trading day. Michi. So today I'm gonna scroll all the way up. Okay, we're gonna scroll all the way up. That way you get all the timestamps of all my trades today. It's recorded. Then I'm gonna scroll all the way down. Okay, there's that. That way you guys can go back and pause it. Basically today, a lot of different trades, and I noticed that you guys noticed that I'm definitely being a little bit more sporadic with my trades. Let's even you guys out here. But that's just because, I'm trying to catch a runner, and if I catch a runner, I want to be there, and I'm not fully convicted in what the runner's going to be, but definitely trying my best to find the runner. And age, I played multiple times, and I was up about 15,000. Let's see if I can pull this up here. So age, I actually traded this morning. I was getting in about 205 or 210, 212-ish range. Meech always likes to be featured, my cat. And then ended up popping up, and I scaled some out, and I retook, and then took a little bit more, and then kind of just watched this thing top out. I took another small trade somewhere in here and kind of stopped out. But overall, made about $10,000 on age. Could have made a lot more. Plenty of liquidity, plenty of volume on the dip. From lows to highs, almost 100% gains there. But that was definitely the runner of the day. Played that one a couple times. And then I just started losing. I started losing on OEG. WWR I took a loss on. BKYI was my big loser today. So BKYI, the market that we're in, you were seeing a good amount of volume, just in random runners. But I was trying to take a dip in here. I tried to take some in here for the breakout over 78, and I was gonna start scaling. Honestly, I thought maybe 85, 90 was potential on this one, just because we've seen a lot of chasers throughout the market. There's a lot of FOMO on the scanners being shown here. A lot of different volume being spread out. So seeing this thing recover, coming back, recover. This is kind of a cup and a handle, and then a breakthrough 78. And I started to buy a little bit, get a little chasey, and then took some on the dip, and then got flushed out on. And this one trade, I stopped out like down here or something. And this one trade, I lost everything that I had made for the day. I lost about $11,000, and I was super frustrated, giving it all back into that stock on a non-high conviction setup, and that's just the way it goes. I mean, that's me trading not smart. Getting a little bit of fear of missing out. FOMO is fear of missing out. But yeah, so getting a little bit of that, and then, watching this follow through. I mean, I got straight up FOMO. I was in too much size and kept adding on the way down, and basically realizing once this kind of came up and this huge red mark came through on these candlesticks on the 1 minute, it's like, okay, that's kind of a sign it's done. There's not enough chase in the market to see conviction go that high with the kind of size that I had. So that was a piss poor trade there. Kind of scalped HUSA a couple times. HUSA I scalped. So I scalped HUSA for the break here. I was in 258 and I scaled out 252 on that move there. Or 254 maybe? 252 I think. And then I got back long again. I think I had like a 248 average in here. And then, or 250 average, something like that. And then I scaled 266 on that pop. Was literally just looking for a break a high day, shorts to cover. My conviction isn't high enough to hold and hope. Basically, I didn't think it was going to go to 280, 290s. It was already pretty high in the day, but nice consolidation, nice higher lows. One last squeeze the shorts out, and then potentially fail was kind of my thought process. So I ended up being red on the day, and then CEI came through. CEI I nailed. I started long on this dip at about a 96, 97 cent average. In my inherited IRA, I actually nailed this one. I literally, and I'm super proud of it. That's why I'm going to tell you exactly where I got in. In my inherited IRA, I literally was this candlestick right here. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. We'll zoom back in. Okay, so in my inherited IRA, I was literally, this green candlestick right here was me. Okay, no, I didn't buy 500,000 shares. I think I bought like 100,000 or 110,000, something like that, shares. Just looking for basically potentially an overnight was my thought process on that one. On this candlestick right here is where I bought, 93 cent average. And then I started to scale in my inherited. I was able to hold on longer, 121, 117, and then I got out the rest at 124. In my challenge account, I got a little bit more aggressive with my entries and a little bit more safe with my exits. I was getting long in here, a little bit in here, and then kind of waiting for this thing to consolidate, rip back up, and I got out. Yes, Michi. I got out some in here, 104s, and then I scaled the rest at 108s. In my challenge account, really wish I would have held because that would have been another, 96. That's like a 40-50% mover there. But that's trading. And then we had another move after hours. I played this one after hours. Starting getting long this dip. I really thought we were going to break above the highs and start ripping. And that's why I had it on an idea for CEI. But there's a huge wall at 142. And I said, if it breaks over that wall, I'm going to scale some. Because honestly, that wall was like, I think it was like 1,500 lot. And, if this thing does go to $2 tomorrow, $2.50, whatever, or even 180, of course I'm going to be kind of missing out in hindsight. But I didn't like the way, because I was long some on this candle, and then I think I got some more in here. It's like a 137 average, though. And I saw it break through, and I tell you guys this time and time again, but if I see time in sales, I look at it, and all of a sudden, I can kind of tell it starts to flip. Like, basically and it's kind of hard to tell you when it's going on in the moment, but the bidders kind of stopped stepping up, and the bidders were not quite as stacked, and also the time in sales kind of wicked up and it pushed through, but the way it reacted, the amount of buys going through on the order on the right here kind of shifted a little, and then it retapped 145, double test, and then broke straight back down on a wick. With that kind of action and this huge, somebody bought a ton of shares there at 142. There was a big lot there, and I said, okay, this thing broke above that lot on heavy volume. But again, I didn't like the way the bidders had flipped on the stack. They were stacking the bids differently, and the way that the time in sales, the amount of buys and sells going through, kind of flipped on me, and I wasn't as comfortable as I thought I was going to be with the break. So I immediately scaled at 144, and then I stopped out the rest at 140 for pretty much break even on that last piece. It was just a scalp, but I was actually looking for a break above 150, 155, and maybe get a move to 160, especially because look at the volume we had after hours. It's pretty intense, pretty insane. Really thought this was going to be the after hours mover. I actually traded this 2 more times after hours. I traded it at a 117 average, and I took some off up in this candle. And then I had some in here and added some there. I basically broke even on that trade. I was really confident with this being the bottom just because 106 tap plus a huge sell-off there. We've been getting kind of a break, and then one more break. That's 4 breaks. So there's that. Looks like, and it might come back after hours. I mean, this thing could close at 120, 125, 130, I don't know. And potentially gap to 150. I have no idea. But I always rely on the time of sales level 2 and the way my conviction is and kind of trust my gut. If I start to feel my gut get kind of nervous and, I know that I shouldn't be in with this much size or be in at all. And that's kind of what I was having there when we broke above that mark. OAS, yeah, I'm watching this one tomorrow. It's a bottom bouncer. This one, I think, has delisting news on Monday. They delist on Monday. So there's that. What else, guys? What else? MXC kind of took a small loss on. Oh, yes, took a small loss on this one. APM, I was in, and then I actually scaled out at the close. I was buying this one all this morning. I still have this on watch going into tomorrow. You look at this, kind of like a huge run up, and then we've been consolidating. No different than HUSA, where we kind of have that huge run up, and now he's been breaking out every time. But yeah. And then, what else, guys? That's basically it. That's basically it, guys. That's kind of my day in a nutshell. Took a big loss. Took a big win on age. Took a big loss on, took a big win on, a decent win on age. Big loss on BKYI. And then kind of grinded my way back the rest of the day with CEI. So. Luke Colin, reach out to me, man. Luke Colin, reach out to me on, just DM me on Instagram. WWR, that was a failed overnight idea. You know, it's sold off massively right there. You can see that. Wish that I would have saw that. Kind of watching WWR. If you guys are interested in my course to teach you guys my strategies that I've used, where I've now turned $1,000 into $3.8 million and 207 business days. We're almost at 3.9, not quite there yet. Check out the link in my bio on YouTube. My YouTube's Cam the Man. Again, YouTube is Cam the Man. Check out the link in my bio on YouTube. It basically is about 20 hours of content, and it just teaches you guys all my strategies. PCG, yeah, PCG killed it today. Also on YouTube, check out the member free brokerage Webull. It pays you up to $1,400 in free stocks. I recommend it. It might not give you all that, but it's free money just when you sign up, so check that out. PCG, I want you guys to look at this one. I'm in my longer term account. I'm actually pretty heavy on this one. This is my heaviest position in my longer term account. I started buying on this break in here and bought some over here as well. It's been consolidating for the past 4 months now. The PE is negative just because there's a lot of negative things with this company. The fire hurt it. COVID hurt it. Multiple fires hurt it. Bankruptcy hurt it. You know, is there a conference release? I don't know. What's going on, Sobos Notes? Good to have you on. But I really like the way this is setting up for a longer term play. I'm looking like 5, 10, 15, 20 years out. This is a utility stock, and they've worked with Tesla in some of their stocks. I mean, they were literally, in 1986, they were $22 a share. In 1986 and 1987, okay? The highs were recently, which was $70 a share. You can see it there, $70 a share, about a year and a half ago. So this is my favorite longer-term idea for the next 10, 20 years. Sure, they could have more bad news, and I've already, you know, if it goes to $5 or $6, you know, I've already weighed that in. You know, I'm willing to take the risk here, but you know, and this ends up recovering and being a good company in the long run, which I think it will. You know, I'm talking great community. I'm talking about company ticker symbol PCG. Ticker symbol PCG. I've been in this one for probably a couple months, but I added big at 9.05 was my big add on this one. We're breaking out. Nice chart breakout from a technical analysis perspective. I also believe in this company in a longer term perspective. It's a utility. If they ever get paying dividends again, that's going to be even better. I might hold this one until the day I die, as long as they can get rid of their problems. But I like that one, even just for a longer term play. I know that we had a nice overnight calls. I heard a lot of people that were up over 100% on the calls, which is awesome to see. It's going to be a slower play. You know, I pride myself on learning, you know, longer term stocks, swing stocks, multi-week, multi-month, even multi-day, and I pride myself on day trading. There's 3 ways to trade: longer term swings, multi-week or multi-month or intraday swings, or multi-day swings, multi-day, multi-month, multi-year, multi-day, multi-month. Okay, and then there's day trading, and I work to get better at all 3. I work to perfect my craft in all 3. Yes, great communion, PCG. Now I'm in I'm in lower in my longer term account. I'm in lower on this one than where it's at. I mean, I'm already up probably 25%. Or no, let's go with like, no, that's like 10%. I don't know why I was thinking 25%. But the upside can be hundreds and hundreds of percentages, I think. And, that's just the way it goes. Now, they've had a ton of bad news, and they could still have bad news on the way, and they could go bankrupt. Who knows? I know the risks when I'm playing the stock, though. Okay? Hundreds of percentages to upside over the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years. The downside, they have more problems and they go bankrupt. So, I don't really like to talk a whole lot about my longer term plays, but this Intel's another one that I really like, and that on the chart is looking great. I really wish that Apple would work with them with their chips, though, but it sounds like they're not going to. Yeah. IBM had a nice news release today. I'm in this one at like 120. Darden in on this one at like 70. Yeah, but PCG is one of my favorites. Again, do your research, do your DD, trade your plan. As always, that's what we always say, trade your plan, do your research, and we'll go from there. Sean, no dividend yet. I think they might redo their dividend. As soon as they start to get capital and they start to get their company rolling again over the next 3 to 5 years, I think no problem dividends. And the dividend's usually high on a utility as well. PLTR, yeah, I've heard a lot about this company, watching that one. Don't know a whole lot about it, but I know it's a tech. So no watching that, yeah. Buffett just sells premiums and never has to sell his. He has such a low cost basis. What's Buffett in again? Serious? Sorry. Anyways, guys, hope that helps you, Armand Sauer. PLTR, yeah, I don't know a lot about it. I do know a lot about PCG, though, and that's where I feel comfortable. There's 10, 15,000 stocks out there, guys. I could type in, let's just type in, let's go Lake. Okay, that's a name. Snow, that's a name. Let's type in HAS. That's a ticker. LAK, let's type in HAL. That's a ticker. LAL, not a ticker. LIK, not a ticker. HIL, a ticker. JKS, a ticker. JK, not a ticker. Just, that's a ticker. WR, WER. WERN is a ticker. War. I mean, I feel like I can type in so many different stocks, and there's another company out there. So just trade what you feel comfortable with, guys. I was talking to Dr. Miami today. It's about, realizing that every day has opportunity. Look at GameStop today, okay? GameStop had news with Microsoft today. And look at this opportunity, guys. It's absolutely insane. Out of nowhere. We had no idea this news was coming. Out of nowhere, this opportunity arose. There's always opportunity out there, guys. Again, if you guys are interested in learning my trading strategies to help you turn, I'd put it all on there. It took me over a year and a half to make this. If you're interested in my course, it's a year and a half worth of content. It took me over a year and a half to make this. It's my course. It's basically my class. No different than a history teacher, a math teacher, or a geography teacher. My profession is trading stocks, finance, and I have a course that teaches you guys my plan, my process, my strategy. It's what I preach to you guys to learn. Always have a plan, a process, and a strategy. It's never going to be exactly the same as mine, but I feel like if you guys learn from me and my plan and my process, then that can help you a long ways. And that's why I made it. Because when I began trading, and I lost about half my net worth, I didn't have anybody to turn to. I didn't have anyone to look at and say, hey, this is what happened. It's unfortunate that I've lost half my net worth. Now, how do I get out of this? I had none of that. I had to figure it out on my own. But me being through the trenches, me being through the hard times, I'm here to say, now I feel like when I've done multiple account challenges, I felt like now I can teach you guys, my mistakes. I go over my biggest loss of my career. I go over my biggest wins of my career. It's all on there. So if you're interested in my course, feel free to check that out. I realize it's expensive, but it's a lot cheaper student loans, a lot cheaper student debt. You're investing in your education. And, if I'm only I only have things on my website and in my chat room and what I'm doing with what basically talking to myself and where I was at when I lost half my net worth. That's the way I set up my teaching, my mentor plan, and that's the way I just set up everything around normacnotrading.com. So appreciate that, Sirius. As always, good to have you on, man. You're always here, and I love it. So, what did you say you study at school? So, believe it or not, I wanted to be a weatherman. I started to do at a community college, and I wanted to be at a community college because it saves me a lot of money. It wasn't as cool as parties, and you weren't hanging around, obviously, I don't know, like you're not hanging around Harvard, Yale type people, right? They're not nearly as educated, but that's okay. I mean, I'm all right with that. I was just there to get an education. It doesn't matter. Once I had it, it was cheaper, and I got out of there. And I ended up getting my AA there, and then I went to another college, Central University, and decided to like learn business, because that's what I started to realize I liked. I liked to learn business and finance. During that time, I had about a year left in my degree before I ended up dropping out, because trading started to go pretty well, and I wanted to take a risk in my life. I wanted to take that next step, and it was a big turning curve in my life. I literally, my mom had her doctorate, my dad's an engineer, and my brother was going to be a pilot, and he was a pilot for a while, and then he works for the FAA. So very, very, I come from a very well-educated and school type family. So when I was pushing against that, I was kind of worried on how that was going to go, because that's basically all my family knows. Had great conversations with all of them and my family as well, my friends as well, and got really no pushback. And I decided, you know what, I'm just going to take this step in my life. And if I make a mistake, I make a mistake. But you only get one life, and from that day on, I turned 1,000 into 1,000,000 in 10 months in 1 week for my first $1,000 challenge to 1 million. The next challenge, I turned 1,000 into 700,000. Another third challenge, we turned 1,000 into now almost $3.9 million in 207 business days. So I'm grateful. I'm very blessed to be where I'm at, but I'm also a mentor and a teacher to you guys, and I hope that I can help you in any way possible. And my chapter has switched from going to be the person who wants to make a living in the stock market to being basically financially comfortable and not having to worry about, I could just quit right now and probably never work a day in my life the way I manage my finances and things like that. But I changed the chapter, I turned the page, and my next step in my life is to help you guys become better traders. And I trade mainly, the biggest thing is to motivate you guys. Another reason is to show you guys that I can be your teacher, I can be your mentor, proof's in the pudding, I can trade and be profitable. And I have, I'm showing you guys proof that, this is what I do, I'm good at it. And, I do take red days. I took a red day yesterday and 2 days before it. But overall, I'm profitable. And I want to teach you guys my strategies, my process, and my plans to hopefully help you guys be better traders. So I've been on here too long, 28 minutes. Please subscribe to the channel. Click the icon later if I make new videos. Come check my chat room out. Do me a favor. Spend 10, 15, 20 minutes and not asking me questions and just going through the room, studying on YouTube and everything like that. And, all right, guys. Cheers, team, and go Hawks. Okay. Oh, wait. Sorry. Art Z, follow me for a month. It's not. Just so you know, RZ. But anyways, if you guys can smash that subscribe button, smash that subscribe button, smash that subscribe button, smash that subscribe button on YouTube, smash that like button, smash that like button. You found your niche and you're obviously very good at it. Yep. Gray, how did you find me, by the way? I'm interested. Gray, commute, how did you find me? You find me on StockTwits, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Alright, guys. Please like and subscribe to the icon. Click the icon if you're please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon later if I make new videos. Cheers, team. No one wanted to finish it for me. Thought you guys knew better. Alright. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the